All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. It is 11 o'clock here, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. So thank you guys for coming to today's webinar. My name is Dean, and I'm the Customer Success Coordinator here at Tidal Idaho. We also have Sheila McGuire, who is our VP of Sales, joining us today. We're going to be having webinars regularly in order to review the various features in GreenFolders and other Tidal.io products, because our goal really is to help you use our products more efficiently and more effectively. That saves you time, that saves you clicks, which saves you money. So today, we're going to be reviewing how tasks or reminders work in GreenFolders. So if you notice, I'm using version 3.11.276, which is our latest version. So if you're not on that version, contact our support team so that we can get you updated for free. Some of the things in configuration later in the webinar may look a little different if you're on an earlier version. So just throwing that out there, if it looks a little different when you try it, that's because I'm running the most current version. So let's jump into it. As we all know, transactions don't all go at the same pace. So using tasks in GreenFolders can help us keep track of things that need to be done in each of our transactions. So we're going to start off at the very most basic level. How do we create a task in GreenFolders? So I have a folder here. What we're going to do is click this plus button. I'm in the folder. In the tasks section, there's a plus button to the right of it. Go ahead and click that plus button, and we can create a free form task. We click the checkbox. We can name it whatever we'd like to name it, okay? Order title, for example. We can change the due date. We're going to leave this, we're going to have it today, because when I get something in, I order that title immediately. And then we're going to create. Notice we show one task here. So we're going to click on that. And here it is. This is the task section of the folder. Notice over here, we have the name of the task, who it's assigned to, the due date, and the task status, and then a checkbox for complete or canceled. So what we can do, let's save that. And let me go to the home screen. And here it is. In our home screen, we have a task tab that's going to show us this information. This is a dynamic window. If I click complete, a task complete on this window, it's going to disappear. On this screen, we only want to see tasks that are not complete, okay? Oh, I have yet to set this up to make it disappear. Wonderful. So if I had this set correctly, this would disappear off the screen, okay? If we go into our folder, I'm going to refresh the folder. Here it is, and we're going to see, hey, it was completed on this date at this time. Okay, so any user can create a task in GreenFolders this way, unless your company has specifically turned off that option. Okay, to add more efficiency to creating and using tasks, we can create task templates. This is done at the company level. So we would need a decision maker's approval to create a task template. So let me show you what that looks like. If I come into a folder, I hit create. These are all the tasks that we've created beforehand. So we don't have to create a new task, rename the task, put in a due date. That can all be set up prior. That way everything is consistent. We don't have to waste time redoing this every single transaction. Okay. So moving on, the next step further would be adding automation to our tasks. So the most common use case is when a task is marked complete, another task or multiple tasks can be automatically created. So this is cool when you have a new employee, for example. The way I use it is if there's a new employee, these task automations kind of walk them through the transaction. No steps are missed. It's really a time saver, and it really helps cut down on the time that it takes. So another use case that I've seen a lot of people really like is when a task is marked complete, the folder status is changed and or assigned to another user or group. So let's say closing is complete, we mark off that task, the folder status changes to complete or post-closing, and it's assigned to our post-closer or assigned to our post-closer group. The way we do that, and like I said, this is done at the company level. So most of you aren't going to be able to access the configuration to do this automation. You would talk to the decision maker in your office. They could contact us for help. But let me show you how that's done for those of you who can do that. We go to our menu, hit configuration, go to our folder types. We're going to click on the folder type that we're interested in, go to the tasks tab. Okay, so this is where we would set up our task templates. You just click new, type the name of the task. You can have it set to generate at different times. You can automatically add a task to new folders. You can create rules. For example, when this task is completed, what do we want to happen? We want to create more tasks. Say, hey, when the task priority changes, we want to do any of these number of things. Change the task status, change the task priority, assign tasks, complete other tasks, cancel certain tasks, change the folder status, change the folder priority, assign the folder, send a message, or modify access permissions. So that's how we set up those automations. Let me show you how that works. Let me get out of configuration. Let's open up a folder. Oh, what folder am I on? Yeah, there we go. So notice I just opened this folder, haven't even saved it for the first time. We have a task here. Because I selected that I want this task to automatically be created when I open the folder. Let's go look at it. Order title commitment, that's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And if I were to click it here, I'm gonna put the folder back in edit mode, I'm going to mark it complete. Now I have some automation set already. So when I click order title commitment, we're gonna have some tasks create. So order title commitment. Now I'm gonna have request EMD, order the water, order the sewer, order the trash, receive title commitment. If I were to come in here, and remember, this is in the specific folder. We can also go to our home screen, which I'll show you in a minute. We can go to our home screen and check these items off as we go. That's a good central location to see all of your tasks. So if I were to click, hey, I ordered the water, I ordered the sewer, I do all these things at the same time, okay? And I ordered the trash. Automatically, we're gonna have the receive water, receive sewer, receive refuse automatically generated. So as you can see with automations, it really just walks us through that process. So some of you may be using tasks as kind of a checklist. Maybe you have them all populate at the same time when you open a folder. Maybe you kind of create yours manually, or you have a few templates, but just taking a little bit of time to create these automations really save time, really saves you clicks. It really helps you not miss any steps. in the process or in the transaction. So let's jump over to the home screen. We're going to come over to our tasks tab. Now, the way I have this set up is these are all my tasks, and I have grouped these by the task due date. So if you notice, in this group, this is tomorrow's date, and these are 4 items, all different folders of the tasks I need to do. Like I said, from here, I can click these off, and there are 4 items in this right now. I don't have to put anything in edit mode. I can just click the checkbox from here, and that's marked complete. And now it's gonna disappear from my list. Now I only have 3 items to do today, 3 tasks. Okay, so all of these, and notice, so a lot of people, like I said, like to group based on the due date so they can quickly just see, hey, what's due tomorrow? What's due today? What's due next week? They can just go down their list, checking them off and having that, you know, immediate response of, it's gone off my checklist. I don't like seeing things left on my checklist. I love seeing them disappear. Less things to do today. It just makes me feel good. So that's how I have this set up. When you create a task, we also have the option to send it to parties. So if any of you are using our Portal Sync cloud product, this is a way that you can share that task to your customers. They can log in and see the tasks. Okay, you can also share, and just as a side note, you can also share documents and notes to Portal Sync to your customers. So for those of you who have that product, this button, this parties button, is what you would use to share it with various parties in the transaction. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send, this recording is gonna be sent out to all of the users. Some weren't able to make it. I will be sending that out to you guys along with some instructions and some links to articles that we have in our knowledge base. Feel free to reach out and ask questions. Always happy to answer questions for you. That information that I'm going to be sending to you, you can start revamping your workflow. Like I said, if you're not a decision maker, get with a decision maker in your office, let them know, hey, this is what I learned, this is what I found out, do we want to look into this? We also offer one-on-one help to do this with you, and if you're interested, reach out to us for pricing on that. More than happy to go through that with you individually and kind of figure out your workflow for your specific office and find out the best solution for you to get this automated to save you time. I had mentioned Portal Sync. If you're interested in learning more about our cloud products, please reach out to Sheila for a quick demo. I will include her information in the email that I send out. And if you mention this webinar, she'll apply a discount if you decide to purchase the cloud products. So like I said, we are going to be having these webinars in the future. I would love feedback on what you'd like to see, features you'd like me to go over for next month. That would be good input for me and for us, so we can kind of know what needs to be gone over. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I only anticipate these webinars being 15-20 minutes. I don't feel like they need to go much longer than that. Just get the information to you, and then I will be sending out that recording if you need to review it further. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you guys next month.